Welcome. I am very excited today to show you about our fitting procedure for ortho-k lenses, which is from company Seed, known as Breathe Correct. But before starting our session for fitting, you must know why orthokeratology or any of the myopia management thing is important.
Myopia is known as nearsightedness. It is common ocular disorder.
So it's myopia. You know, it's also called as a nearsightedness. It's a most common ocular disorder. And if you want to know in figure, it's around 32% myopic people who are in worldwide.
According to the study of 2019, Investigative Ophthalmology and Vision Science Journal.
So he is Kashif, who is helping us in shooting videos, and he will be the person who is behind the camera. So say hello.
Hi.
So the instrument required for starting up with your ortho-k fitting procedure is first of all your topograph. It's very important when you are doing any specialty contact lens practice. Then obviously your general instrument like your slit lamp, which is very basic. Then your AR or your retinoscopy unit and your refraction unit. Let's get started with our ortho-k fitting. First of all, before starting our ortho-k, we just need to mention patient data, which involve refraction, your topography report, and if required keratometry report also. So I have already done a refraction for her like yesterday and taken out the topography report, but once we will just start with a refraction, a fresh refraction. So right now we are just doing her current refraction. By the way, she is our volunteer or a live patient who is allowing us to do a ortho-k fit on her and record her ortho-k fitting live. So we have just done her refraction and it came, I will just put this on screen also, it's around minus 3.75 spherical power with 0.75 cylindrical power at 180 axis, and for her left eye it's around minus 4 spherical power with minus 0.5 cylindrical at 180, and her both eye best corrected visual acuity is 6/9. Just noting down patient demographic data, which is her name, age and the places, the refraction part, and taken out her keratometry report from topography, and we will now do our calculation part for selecting a trial lens. So after we take out data from your patient, like doing your refraction, doing topography report, we have to do a counseling part or consent taking form. So most of your counseling part will come from your consent form only. So if you want to know, I will just share the consent form on the screen. So your consent form should contain some of the following point, which is your financial aspect, your follow-up part, your treatment procedure, expectation and limitation of your ortho-k lenses. It's very important with your patient should know what are the limitation and what should she or he expect from ortho-k lenses. Then the guarantee provided or refund. It's very important to provide some guarantee which will just give a trust factor with your patient or with your people who are doing with ortho-k lenses. And last but not the least, which is potential risks and complication involved with your ortho-k lenses. So as you can see, her right eye power is minus 3.5 with 0.75 cylindrical, and her K1 and K2 reading is 44.50 and 45.75. So how we do calculation over here, as you can see, the spherical power, which is 3.5, you have to take this 3.5 in minus form, plus your flat K. Your flat K around here is 44.50, we will take that reading, minus your average K, which is 45. So which will give a difference of 0.5 diopter, and if you calculate over here you will get minus 4. So this is how you will select your first trial lens. It's 45 your average K minus your target power, which you get from this calculation, which is minus 4. So over here the trial set which we are using, it's having a dia of 10.6. So we are just continuing our part for the calculation. As you can see over here, the refraction part, the right eye and left eye refraction, then we can see keratometry report or K1 K2 report from your topography, and then doing the calculation. So same, the calculation which involved is your spherical power plus flat K minus fit K. So over here her right eye spherical power is 3.75, so going with that, minus 3.75 plus your flat K, and your average K is 43.81 for her, which will give you a difference of 0.81. and in her left eye it's around a difference of 0.69. so the target power for her right eye is minus 4.59 and for her left eye is minus 4.69. so obviously this is a topography report which is we will just round figure this thing, which will give us minus 4.5 in her right eye, and in her left eye again it's coming minus 4.5 with your average K as you can see over here, which is 44 diopter from here, which is 43.81, and her left eye is again 44 diopter, which is again 44.81. so coincidentally her both eye trial lens, first trial lens is same, a trial set containing one lens in each power and each base curve. so obviously with 44 in 4.5 we have only one lenses, so we can go with in her left eye slight lesser power or slight higher power, so it's better to go with the higher power. So we will go with 4.5 44 diopter and again 5 with 44 diopter. So this is a typical trial set of Ortho-K. It's a full trial set having 60 pieces. Obviously I have given some of the like 4 lenses to our customer already in a treatment procedure for Ortho-K lenses. So let me show you how a typical trial lens or Ortho-K lens will look like and what data it's having. So as you can see over here, the first data, which is FT, its fitting curve having 44 diopter. So this is actually a data of your alignment zone, the third zone. Then we have something which we call as a target power, which is 4.5. so in this case this is for the right eye. The base curve is 8.71. so obviously this is a base curve of your treatment zone, the central BOZR. Then P is your the power of your Ortho-K lenses, which is 0.75. so every Ortho-K lens right now which we have in our trial sets having a power of 0.75, which is in plus form. Again, S is your shape or dia of your lenses, which is 10.6. An Ortho-K lens look like. So this is our Ortho-K, which we call as Breatho Correct from Seed company in Japan. As you can see, it's it's having a dia of around 10.6. Let me focus this thing. Okay, it's having a dia of around 10.6 and a very prominent treatment zone is you can see in the middle. And let me show you something else. Look, it's one of the most durable material in any RGP lenses or Ortho-K lenses you have seen. It's because of the content property of material. It's from Toray, a company in Japan, and having a material property of MMA with silicon, giving you one of the highest DK, which is 156.
Aim here. Keep on. Can you see this? Yeah.
Yes.
Look down on me. Down at the floor. Keep on looking down on me. Close. Open. Close it again. Open it. That's it.
So this is a patient how after a lens has been inserted. So obviously your eye will look slightly reddish and tearing thing, but it should go after 5 minutes,
After
not
5
more.
to 10 minutes it will be okay. Just 10 minutes after you can take it. आप क्या कर रहे हैं मैडम, आप सामने देख रहे हैं ना, आप अगर यहाँ देखेंगे ना तो जल्दी सेटल हो जाएगा.
So once we have done with insertion of trial lens or Ortho-K lens on patient eye, let's just sit for at least 15 minutes so that the watering part or the reddish part just go away, and then we can start with our straight line procedure or just staining your lenses or tear with fluorescence strip. So let's just give some fluorescent stain to the eye so that we can see a pattern of our Ortho-K lenses. Okay, just start with our fluorescent pattern, see whether we achieve that bullseye pattern or not. Okay, so guess what, we have just hit our bullseye pattern. Can you move on your left hand side? Just see on your left hand side. I don't know if I'm making justice with my camera, but so you can see in the right eye we have achieved a pattern. It's we have got a good reverse zone ring with a good corneal coverage. It's not getting down or look. So nice. We will just move to left eye and see. So it is for the left eye. You can see we have hit a bullseye pattern for her left eye also in our first trial. Obviously you can see the reverse zone, it's it's very defined because the power is 0.5 diopter more than her required target power. Again, I think we are good to move ahead with this trial lens, and we will do the refraction, the over refraction. So we have achieved a bullseye pattern in her both eye. So we are good to go with over refraction to see whether the target power we have meet or not. So we will continue with our over refraction or ortho K lenses. Look, it's very important to do over refraction to see whether we have achieved our target power and our best corrected visual acuity. We are just doing over refraction with ortho K lenses. As you can see, for the right eye we have taken the actual target power, which is minus 4.5 lenses, and for the left eye we don't have the same lenses in our trial set, so we have taken minus 5, which is 0.5 diopter more. So we will be getting, you know, slightly different or over refraction on our left eye, but on her right eye it will be the same. So as you can see, we are getting, you know, a best corrected visual acuity in her right eye, but in her left eye we are getting 0.5 plus over refraction. We have taken target power minus 5 instead of 4.5. So as you can see, we hit you know, a proper bullseye pattern with our ortho K lenses for both eye, but you know, fortunately we did that thing. But unfortunately, if you are doing in your first trial, if you not hit that bullseye pattern, so there are two rules for changing your you know, trial lens parameter. First, if you are changing the power of your trial lens or your target power of your trial lens, you don't have to change your base curve. As in this case, if I have to move from, you know, left eye, which is 4.5, I have fitted a target power of minus 5. So the final lens or the final you know, ortho K lenses which I will be ordering for a left eye will be same base curve which I have fitted right now, which is 44 diopter, and left eye target power, instead of 5 I will order 4.5. I am getting overcorrection of plus 0.5 diopter in her left eye, but in her right eye best corrected visual acuity, so I don't have to change any parameter in her right eye. So rule number 1 is like when you are changing your target power, you don't have to change your base curve. So example shown over here, like when you are changing your target power from minus 3 to minus 2.5, you have to keep your base curve same, which is 43. Again, if you are changing your target power from minus 3 to 3.5, you have to keep your base curve same, which is 43. So rule number 2 is like when you are changing your base curve. So if you are changing your base curve to one step flat, you have to change your target power to one step weak, and if you are changing your base curve to one step steep, then you have to change your target power to one step strong. So as you can see in the example where I am changing my base curve from 43 to 42.5, I have weakened my target power from minus 3 to minus 2.5 diopter. And when I have changed my base curve to one step steep from 43 to 43.5, I have stronger my target power from minus 3 to minus 3.5 diopter. So we have done our ortho K fitting, and you can see how good bullseye pattern we have achieved in her both eye. Obviously the trial lens we have fitted in our left eye is overcorrected, so we need to order a final lenses with the correct target power. So we need a patient to close her eye at least for 4 hours to get a good result, and obviously a patient will need some result to see whether they can go with the ortho K final ordering or not. So we will just wait for 1 hour because it's a video shoot. We are waiting for 1 hour only, but for a, you know, a proper ortho K lens, you need to wait for 3 to 4 hours minimum, which is required for your final result of ortho K lenses. So it's almost been 2 hours. The lens is lying inside her eye. So you can see over here. So by that time patient is sleeping. I will just let you know about how calculation or pre-calculation can be done for our ortho K lenses. This is patient data, so I will just show you the calculation part for breatho correct. Typically why breatho correct or any ortho K lenses having a positive power, which is in case over here is 0.75. Right eye refraction is 3.75 with 0.75 cylindrical at 180 degrees. By the way, it's minus. So our average K is coming 44 diopter, and you can see what target power we have calculated through our previous calculation was minus 4.5 diopter. As you can see our calculation part over here. So what we have fitted with her on ortho K lenses is 4.5 target power with 44 diopter of base curve and 10.6 diameter. So this is the trial lens which we have fitted on her right eye. You can see FT written over here, which is the alignment zone part, is 44 diopter. The target power which we have calculated is 4.5 diopter, and the base curve, which is the BOZR or treatment zone, written over here is 8.71. Now we will do some calculation over here. As you can see, the target power which we have calculated is 4.5 diopter in negative. Corneal power, which is our average K, is 44 diopter. Again, the corneal power in mm, which we will convert by 337.5 divided by the dioptric form of keratometer average reading, we will get 7.67. So required corneal power, how we will calculate the required corneal power is to just deduct your target power from your average K. So minus 4.50 deducting from your 44 diopter will give you 39.50 diopter. So this is our corneal power requirement. So now required corneal power in mm will give you 8.54. Again, this is what required is the corneal power of your patient eye. And if you can see over here, what we are doing is the treatment zone of 8.71. So again, it's different from what is required of your corneal power. So the treatment zone base curve, as you can see over here, is 8.71 in mm. So converting that 8.71 in dioptric form, which is 337.5 divided by 8.71, will give you 38.75 diopter. So what we required over here, we required our corneal power to be 39.50 diopter, but what this ortho-K lens is doing is converting our corneal power to 38.75 diopter. Now just calculate what's the difference it's making. So 39.50 diopter minus 38.75 diopter, so it's giving me positive 0.75. So as you can see, my ortho-K is converting my myopic eye towards the hyperopic form. So why an ortho-K lens having a plus 0.75 or some of the company having plus 1 diopter? It's because when you do a ortho-K treatment, usually our ortho-K lenses push our cornea towards the hyperopic side. So it's called, bounce back phenomena. So when your patient remove your ortho-K lenses in the morning, there are certain amount of the cornea which gets bounced back when you are removing your ortho-K lenses. So generally all the ortho-K lenses which is right now available worldwide, they have a positive power which is around 0.75 or plus 1 diopter. So it's almost 2 hours she is having ortho-K lenses with it. So let's see the removal process and find out the post ortho-K treatment procedures.
And she was sleeping with it. That
Yeah, she was sleeping around 2 hours with that thing.
Look straight to your left.
Okay.
Look, see, open both the eyes, my dear. Open both the eyes and look towards me. Then the lens will come out.
Okay. So as you can see, we have just removed both the lenses. Again there are various techniques how you can actually remove your ortho-K or RGP lenses. Is simply by pushing your lower lid.
At the junction of the two lids here, look straight, beta. You will have to give a jerk here so that the lens comes out.
I am using soft contact lenses. Tell me about this ortho-K treatment. Today I came here for try this lens. For my surprise, it was very comfortable. So I could sleep for 2 hours. I am waiting for my final lenses. It was a very good experience.
So that was our final experience for fitting ortho-K lenses. So thank you so much, first of all, our volunteer Muskan Sheikh, and again thank you so much ma'am who did lend her clinic to shoot this video. Thank you so much ma'am. Hi.
It was my pleasure too.
And thank you so much, behind the scene, the person who has shooted all this thing. So till then, bye.